When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Duggan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got
breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
On the move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Doors! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Made a defender miss. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Gonna swing it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Frazier. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Commodores come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They'll leave it with him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now on second down. He's got him in the flat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Frazier. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Texas A&M going quickly. Now from inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late, and they have enough time to put together a drive. Power football with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll try the counter. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. But a little time, lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Back to pass on second down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Aggies look to keep this drive humming.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the...
There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 4 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense putting points on the board.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback's got the first. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. On the run, still looking. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. Looks it in at the 40. And the punt team able to smack him to the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still running at the 40. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Texas A&M going quickly. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. And coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's a mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros, and get the dub.
Got his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Winston. Here comes the heat. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. To the air on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggie. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total.
opposition in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will take the field first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I...
Lots of room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Coates. Bringing the heat. Pucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Past the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Gets rid of him. Got a man. And he's knocked down.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team. Because he can do things like that. The unscripted stuff and buy time, scramble outside.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick the field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Texas A&M going up tempo. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get a score on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Open space at the 25. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Coates. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Unloads quickly.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Grab near the marker. It's Woolihan. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Dances away to buy time. Slings it downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Wants to throw. It's Coates. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A little release to the back. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Texas A&M going quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He'll try the left side. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fine play action. Here's a hit. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Touchdown, Aggies! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you could see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Houston. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Coates. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Complete to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking downfield, it's Coates. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's going to run it. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Finds a tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. To the air, it's Coates. He's going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Coates. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. It's caught. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Got his man on the right. Spins away from one. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 18 over Houston. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able.
He's got it down the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Coates. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll start this drive firing. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for